Diddly-o! I wanted to love it. I wanted to love it so badly, and I really thought I would. The ironic gaming parodies in the trailers were hilarious, and the startup joke made me lol, like actually OL. But then, life is one crushing disappointment after another, until you just wish Flanders was dead.
Wow, you are vexed.
There are some wonderful elements to this game. The audio deserves a special mention, with EA splashing out to get the original voice actors from the series to voice the dialogue for the game.
I can do this all night.
And even throwing in some subtle musical gags into the soundtrack, like the cartoon does so well. And Simpsons fans shouldn't be disappointed with the range of characters included and the obscurity of some of the references to the show.
Sidewalks for regular walking, not fancy walking.
The cutscenes also look pretty authentic, and there is some really good writing. A lot of the flavour of the TV show has been captured well in the random phrases and bits of commentary spouted by the various characters while you play, and this is also underpinned by a deep understanding of gaming culture. This ranges from mildly amusing to ball-in-the-crotch hilarious.
This place has such a great infrastructure.
But while much of the satire on movies, video games and gamers is genuinely as funny and observant as it would be in the show, then the wry meta-comedy sometimes bites itself in its own meta-arse, such as when Bart grumbles about video games being boring.
Great, now I have nothing to play except the games I bought yesterday, and I'm totally sick of them. The Simpsons Game.
While self-referentiality is often one of the funniest and cleverest devices used in the cartoon, it doesn't work well in the context of a game. The problem is that, in all honesty, being meta doesn't stop something from being bad. In fact, it makes it worse, as we ourselves become the butt of the joke for continuing to wade through the poor to average gameplay that is lampooned in the first place. And the gameplay is likely to make you want to gouge out your eyes, with a specially licensed Simpsons eye-gouging stick. Collecting gaming cliches is amusing, but falling off a platform for the 15th time is not. Homer's Katamari Damacy style is a stroke of genius, but otherwise the game itself is on the lame side of your bog-standard 3D platform game. And to be honest, the Simpsons just aren't beat-em-up characters, so the fighting bits can feel really strange. The puzzles are quite fun, if not particularly challenging, but the controls are a bit scatty, and aiming your jumps right is a real problem. And if looping through platform sequences 10 times over before you manage to complete them doesn't have you hurling your controller through the screen, then the camera probably will. Yes, what I really want to do over and over is position the camera behind the bit of scenery my character is standing in front of, so I can't see a damn thing. The multiplayer game is also disappointing. You can't play online, and you can only have up to 2 players, even in levels when all 4 main characters are in play. Also, the game was clearly designed with a single player in mind, so while the ability to switch between the different characters and utilise their different skills is really cool in single player, in multiplayer, the linearity of this puzzle solving method means a lot of standing around while you take turns to do stuff. And in terms of graphics, I don't know what special version other people have seen that is making them rave about them so, but in-game, the graphics are pretty damn jaggy. And no, the fact that I'm playing in HD is not really a valid excuse for this. Now, EA aren't quite the suckiest bunch of sucks that ever sucked, but this game is certainly not going to get more than 2 stars. Good writing and a sense of humour can get you quite far with me, but the poor to average gameplay is a little bit embarrassing really. It's worth renting for a bit of a giggle, but I'd rather spend my money on a season 6 or 7 box set. And you can watch new episodes of the show every Monday, Wednesday and Friday over at playdigital.tv. And do check out the shows, we review DVDs and gadgets over at channelflip.com.